Alright, let's just hop right into it. So Goresh has released a hot takes kind of thread. If you haven't watched his newest video, he basically kept summoning, and then every time that he would get a featured unit, I believe he would then go ahead and play like a little quiz thing, and then if he got the quiz wrong, he would do a hot take from it. So he got 13 wrong. Also, I'm still a little bit sick, so sorry about that. But we're going to go ahead and look at these takes, and then we're going to kind of give our own, thoughts and opinions on it for sure. The hidden potential system needs to be revamped ASAP. With a lot of recent units having most mechanics built into their kits already, a lot of the buffs from the hidden potential system don't feel half as powerful as they were when the system originally dropped. I mean, yeah, I can understand that. The thing with a lot of these units now, like, for example, let's look at something for like Physical God Goku, for example, or something like STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. If we go ahead and like just pull up their kits real quick, let me just do that. I did Super Saiyan 3 Goku because he's more recent, so it's a lot easier to prove show this point. So this unit is already doing so much from his kit. He has the medium chance of critting and the high chance of evading, and then he gets the additional crit and evasion when the second or third attacker. So bare minimum, he has a 50% chance to crit if you're in second or third slot, and then he has a 70% chance to dodge. So it makes it where it's just like, obviously crit and dodge are a lot less good, I guess, because of it, because they have already basically they already basically put it in his kit. For Physical God Goku's example, he gets the dodge and he gets the additional guaranteed super if you get 6 or more orbs. So it's again another situation of they're already basically giving you the hidden potential build. So seeing a revamp would be pretty cool. I think that, maybe being able to choose, instead of like, I don't know, 3 additional attack, you could choose like 500 more defense. I think that could be like a system that could somewhat benefit some of these units who don't really need hidden potential anymore. Because for Super Saiyan 3 Goku's example, he doesn't benefit from anything other than additional attack at that point, because he's already dodging everything and he's already critting most of everything. He even gets guaranteed crits when he's below 59% HP. So it's just like, it's like, what are we doing here? So yeah, it'd be cool to see like a system revamp like that. A summon animation skip is more badly needed than any other gameplay functionality adjustment change. See, this is the part where I like kind of split off from some of these YouTubers, because I can completely understand some of these YouTubers needing a skip summon animation, and I can understand it, right? Like, obviously, if you just get Yamcha falling in alone, you're just gonna be like, this is a dead multi. I don't really care. This sucks, I got shafted again. But that's the thing, is that like, me personally, I don't want a skip summon, because it like, I don't know, or not that I don't want a skip summon. I don't feel the need for a skip summon, because it helps like just kind of pace it out a little bit more. But obviously, if you're going for rainbow, it's gonna take like multiple hours to get some of these units rainbowed, right? But for someone who's only going for like one copy and just gets to see that animation once and then is done, it's obviously a lot less of a problem. That doesn't mean that it's not a problem. I just don't think for me, it's not like the number 1 on the list. But I will say that it is needed badly, so I'll agree with it for sure. There is a such thing as too much content. Dokkan is a game that is not designed to be played for hours and hours every single day. For every person who complains that there is not enough content, there are probably 10 people who think there is too much. I don't want to agree with that. I don't think I can agree with that, because the main issue is that we run into these problems where like I genuinely think that it's just so little, right? Because in terms of like the hard content, like I genuinely think that what they should start doing is they should implement the SBR kind of like system, but do that for Red Zone. Like, can you imagine a Red Zone that is just like added once every month, like a stage? I don't know what they would do, but I think having like a new Red Zone stage every single month would be kind of cool, and would give, you know, more things to do. But that's the thing, is that like Global Dokkan, for example, and even JP Dokkan has this thing of us just running into such a dry period, and it does suck for sure. But yeah, I don't think I can agree with that though. That Dokkan is shouldn't have more content. I think that because it like, well, obviously the best time periods is like anniversary, when we're getting an explosion of content. I'm not saying we have to do an anniversary amount of content every single month, but I'd rather see like at least one new thing every single month, like one new difficult stage that I could take some of these units in, right? There is too steep of a learning curve for new players in Dokkan. Opening a unit's details and being greeted by 4 tabs of paragraphs, transformations, and 9 different conditions, links, categories, etc. would turn me off from the game as a new player. The game is mechanically bloated, which is not surprising after 9 years, but something should be done to help new players ease into the game better. That's fair. That's the reason why, like, when I made a beginner's guide, it took so long, for sure. It's just, it's such so much information you have to give. It's so much information. No matter how much Dokkan pushes actual content, the recollection aspect of the game will always retain more importance than the functionality of units and events. The collection aspect of the game will always retain more importance than the functionality of units and events. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Like, seeing some of these units in your box is obviously really nice. You know, seeing the animations, for sure. I could agree with that. And then, yeah, I was agreeing with that too. An official way for Dokkan to be played on PC would be a more important update than anything we've ever seen in the past. Didn't you just say that getting this... Excuse me. Didn't you just say that the skip summon is more badly needed than anything? Something like that would definitely be good though. I mean, like, I think that a lot of people are turned off from the game just because it's a mobile game, you know? And I think mobile games do get like a bad reputation for sure. So having it like be able to be played on the PC would be pretty cool. That would make it a lot easier for newer people who are getting into content creation. It's the reason why it's the reason why like making Dokkan videos is so, like, it's such an advancement. You either have to screen record and then like add your audio in later, or you have to buy like hundreds of dollars worth of equipment to plug your PC into your phone and do all that stuff. Like, it's a lot to do. Support memory should only contain scenes that have absolutely no chance of being added as obtainable units in the future, for sure. It really does suck when we're seeing these like support memories for scenes that should have just been regularly. Like the Gamma 1 and 2 is the most recent one that I can think of, where Gamma 2 just kind of like evaporates. It's very dumb. There should be no reason why we're seeing such hype animations that should be like KO screens or anything like that. It really is just silly. Taillists are new, meaningless, and only serve to garner attention. They provide almost no valuable information whatsoever, but are still more valuable than Legends tier lists. Well, that's the thing, is that's the reason why I try to do things differently. And we can even pull it up real quick. So some of my most popular videos, we're not going to talk about the Vegeta, that's not real. Some of my most popular videos are 2 of them out of the 8, alright? I guess you could even say 2 out of the top 5 are me. It was me trying to like break from the mold of going and just being like, this is the tier list, right? So what you can see here is what you're seeing the actual gameplay of it. That's because I tried going over the top 5 TURs and why they're good. I tried going over the top 5 LRs and why they're good and showing off the teams that they're pretty dominant on. Rather than just saying like, oh, these guys are like top 5 and this is the order. You know, this is the reason why they are as good as they are. Everyone in the game should serve some sort of purpose that differentiates itself from every other game mode. If there is little to no distinction between two modes, one of them should be removed or they should be combined. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's the thing is that like it definitely is just like we have a lot of hit and misses with Dokkan game modes for sure. So it truly is just like a thing that we have to hope that we can see better stuff of too. But there is a lot of stuff in Dokkan that is just like why is this a different game mode, right? It should be the same. Can you imagine if there was like a world tournament and ultimate clash thing, like they merged those two modes? I think that would be kind of insane. More so than balance, it's way more important that each premium unit has its own form of identity. Each unit should feel unique to use and have a playstyle associated with them. I feel that over the past year and a half, so this has been lost as most units come out as a standard package of common abilities. Oh yeah, for sure. That's the thing that really sucks is that, like, again, let me pull it up real quick. Alright, so it's just like it's so it's like the same exact passive, but like small changes here and there, right? So like AGO Super Saiyan 3 Goku can have a 60% dodge chance before he attacks, and then he has 30% afterwards. We go over to Super Saiyan 3 Goku. What does he have? He has crits and he has dodge chance, and then he gets more defense on Super Saiyan 3 Goku. What does he get? He gets damage reduction, but then he also has it where it's just like, where is it? He has crits and all of these things. Excuse me. So it's just like we definitely do need to start seeing some of these identities not being shared with some of these units for sure. Like I think the Super Saiyan 3s, but like Tech L or Super Saiyan 3 Goku was a very good unit in kind of like bursting through that identity of being a Super Saiyan 3 unit. So he must, like, you know, he must have a dodge chance and crits. This one has damage reduction instead. It has it where he disables the enemy's action once within the turn, once only. And with the Ultra Super attack, he gets key and attack and defense with each super. Like, you know, it's different. It's different. But then it's just like you look at these two units and it's like, they kind of share a lot of things. Even though the passives are so, like, this one is so much longer. It's just like it shares still. I made this point before. That is free to play players. There is no reason to ever summon for any villain character for a pure value standpoint. Superclass teams will always have the superior rosters and synergy until every villain wing set is revamped. For sure. Wings on villain units are so horrible. Again, like looking at like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, for example, you're always gonna have like Super Saiyan on the golden characters, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying, where erase Kamehameha, like, it's obviously there's not like one super attack move that every villain unit does, so it's not like they're gonna all have Kamehameha if they're doing the super attack, of course. So it is just so stupid. Characters within the same name should be able to link with each other, but the exact same character should not have the ability, i.e. a leader plus a friend unit of the same character should not be able to link. Yeah, I can understand that. It's the same reason why like Text Fusion Zamasu was so bad. Excuse me. It was so bad for that, for not having a different name, so it like literally invalidated the Int Fusion Zamasu from the year before. It was for no reason at all other than it's a brand new unit. Setting a trend of giving out rewards for top grossing in the Play Store was a mistake. I think it was a good thing, like at first, because we were getting like rewards back for getting that high, but then it just became like a, how do I say it? It became a kind of, what is it called? It became something that was expected upon by Dokkan. Like anniversaries, for example. They always expect us to get top grossing for anniversary, and for the most part we do, right? But because of that, they factor in how many stones they're going to give us with the amount that they're going to give us with top grossing, you know? Like it slowly became a part of the system rather than something that was on top of it. I guess we can go over this too. There needs to be a way for me to change hidden potential shit. There's no way I can get 8 copies I need to make this guy better, and I'm sure as hell not wasting 40 stones on him. This pretty much makes this easy A worthless for me. On top of not having a team for him. That's very fair. That's crazy. He made a post about it too, but he was like, I'm surprised a lot of people said that these are cold takes, but literally no one really talks about this anymore. The hidden potential system and all that. So yeah, like literally every take here was pretty bomb, except for one. I'd like more content personally, and I don't know if that's just like, what is it? I don't know if that's spoiled of me to say that I'd like more content. As a person who plays Dokkan every single day, you know, it does feel like the need for more, especially when, for example, like the Super Saiyan 3 Goku just came out and the Into Garden, and we're going into the same exact stages to test these units over and over and over again. So again, like I said, having just like one new red zone every single month, I think would be a good idea. Kind of like how SPR was done. Well, I guess how SPR is done now. But other than that, let me know what you guys think. I'll link the thread in the comments below. And then hopefully, you know, if you guys want to go check it out, you can go check it out for sure. But yeah, other than that, you guys have a great rest of your week. Thank you as always, Wolf, for being a member, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.